Hello Year 2 and welcome to your next fractions session of maths. Now if you're anything like me, after a few days of starting a new maths chapter, your brain might be feeling like it's really growing. Lots and lots of new learning going on, but maybe you feel like you're down in the bottom of that learning pit and you need to be building up your brain so that you can climb back out the other side. Well, every day we do a bit more work on this. You are finding things out. You are using that language again and again. You're saying those things, those equal parts, those out of, all of those bits of vocabulary that we're learning, and they are going to help us climb out of the learning pit. We're starting today with a let's focus task. And it says, there was a whole waffle. This is what is left. We ate the rest. How can we figure out how much of the waffle was eaten? If this is one part of the waffle, how many parts might have made up the whole waffle? Let's see, let's think. Hannah says, if there is only one piece left, there must have been 3 pieces altogether, because there are 2 children eating. Is this true? Well, I don't think that's true. I don't think there were just 3 pieces making up the whole waffle. I can see that there are 2 children in the picture, but they don't tell us how many pieces they ate. They just say, we ate the rest. So how many pieces made up the whole waffle? If I get my one piece of waffle, I can make that picture in my brain. I can see that I think there were 4 parts, 4 equal parts, which made up the whole waffle. Okay, so how many parts made up the whole waffle? Well, we think that was 4. How many parts were eaten? Well, if we had one piece left, then there must have been 1, 2, 3 parts eaten. Okay. What do we call each part when something is shared into 4 equal parts? Can you remember what this fraction shows? 1 part out of 4 equal parts. We call it 1/4 or 1/4. And how would we write what was eaten as a fraction? If we know there must have been 4 parts, but only 1 is left, we can work out how many were eaten. 1 part out of 4 equal parts is left. 1 add 3 equals 4. Well, that purple number sentence looks quite easy. 1 add 3 equals 4. But look, the denominators down at the bottom, 4, 4, 4. Why are the denominators the same every time? These top numbers, the numerators, have changed. Well, these denominators at the bottom show us how many equal parts make up the whole pie. There is always, in this question, a whole pie made up of 4 equal parts. The top number, our numerator, just tells us how many of those 4 equal parts are eaten. or are left over. So 1 out of 4 add 3 out of 4 equals, or is the same as, 4 parts, 4 equal parts out of 4. And we can see that here in our lovely fraction wall. So today we are learning to be able to recognise, find, name and write quarters. Okay. You might want to get out your strip of paper now, your rectangle strip of paper, which looks just like mine on the board. Okay, so how many parts made up the whole waffle? And how many were left? How many were eaten? How do you know? I would like you to try and fold your piece of paper to show the different parts. So we need to try and fold our piece of paper into 4 equal parts because we know our waffle was split into 4 equal parts. So if you fold it into 4, and when you've done that, you can press play. Okay, I hope your piece of paper was folded equally into 4 equal parts. I hope you don't have 1 large part and 3 tiny parts, because they would not be equal. So with your strip of paper, can you find 3 parts out of the 4 equal parts? We could call that 3 quarters. Can you find that? You could colour it in, or you could just show your parent or anyone who is with you at home where you have showed 3 out of 4 equal parts. Okay. Think carefully about how many equal parts you need altogether. Then show the number of parts I have asked for. Interesting. Okay, let's reflect. The children in this picture have been asked to show 3 quarters of the shape. Who is correct and how do you know? I'd like you to pause the video, have a think, and maybe you could either write down or you could tell someone next to you who you think is correct and how you know. Okay, so over here, this picture is completely blank. So it does have 4 equal parts, but none of them have been shaded in. So we cannot show anything. This does show quarters, but it does not show me how many quarters. Over here, our blue circle, it shows 3 pieces, and one of them is shaded in. So this shows me 1 part out of 1, 2, 3 equal parts. 1 out of 3. This yellow circle shows me 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 of them are coloured in. 1, 2, 3. But there's one really important thing, that these parts are not equal. So although this shows 3 out of 4 shaded in, they're not equal, and this is not correct. Our final circle with our green colouring here shows 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, 4 equal parts that make up the whole, and 1, 2, 3 shaded in. 3 parts out of the 4 equal. This is our correct person just down here. Okay, practice. This strip of paper, or this rectangle, stands for 1. 1 whole on whole piece of paper. Which of these shows 3/4? 3 parts out of 4 equal parts. I'll let you have a think about that. You can pause it if you need to. And this one shows our 3, 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. And they are all equal. Question 2. Which of the following show 3/4 of the square shaded? So we have squares every time. They're shaded in different ways. But look, we need to find 4 equal parts, and we need to find 3 parts of them shaded. So let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts, but only 1 shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3 of them shaded. This one shows it. 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're not equal, so I'll move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, but they again are not equal, so I cannot use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 equal parts, and 1, 2, 3 of them are shaded, so we could tick that one as well. Your independent learning today is all about finding those quarters. So it says circle the pictures that show 3/4 of the shape shaded. Remember, 3/4 means 3 parts out of 4 equal parts. So first of all, I am going to look for pictures which show 4 equal parts. And then I'm going to find out if any of the pictures have 3 of those 4 equal parts shaded. You can put a circle around the ones that you think are correct. Our second page today is a matching activity. So we have down our side here 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. That's tricky because now we are using the words rather than showing the fraction as a number with our numbers. You might want to write the numbers on there to show what 1/4 looks like. Remember, quarters are split into 4 equal parts. So 1 out of 4 equal parts. 2 out of 4 equal parts. I look forward to seeing how you have gotten on with this maths activity. Good luck, Year 2, and I will speak to you soon.